Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. So, some things are not quite working as I want them to. Like the science stuff. With the current way we have things set up, is just kind of blowing through resources at a faster speed they can really use them. So I think what we need to do is focus on a slightly different direction. We've got a few new things here, like speed modules 2 for plus 30% speed, minus quality, doesn't matter, energy consumption, that's fine. Efficiency modules 2 now for a 40% less energy consumption compared to 30, which is, again, fine. And productivity modules, which is more productivity but less speed, which actually doesn't actually help very much here. The idea was maybe some productivity modules to make more instead of faster, because it would use less of the stuff. We do some kind of combination of the two. Would that be helpful? Energy consumption, fine. Speed minus 10%, productivity plus 6%, also plus pollution, so that's something. A few problems here. One speed module here with plus 20% speed would make up for 2 of these. And then we get more productivity. So if we do one speed module 2 for plus 30% speed, then 3 productivity module 2s for minus 30% speed. So it goes the same speed but makes 18% more, in theory. That's an idea, in theory. Lots of bits needed for that. Because we're currently just about getting there. Everything's going at significantly faster speed here. Each of these is like plus 80% speed here. And that would be only plus 18% more instead of plus 80% more. Depends on what is all needing to be taken here. That might not really work. Might just need to be a belt solving solution here. Currently it's doing okay. You're taking. Again, it's only taken some of the researches at the same time here. If we have a science that's using all the different pieces at the same time, it's a problem. Looks like all these are currently rocking around at the 80% bonus. I mean, we could also switch these out for maybe like 3 speed module 2s and a productivity 2. At least be something. That would get us to, I mean, we'll just see exactly how it performs when everything's full here. Everything's being used. What other research should we do? Once we get up to the electric weapons damage 2, which uses more, I'll just use a different selection of them. No real productivity ones, though. Yeah, this is fine. But I don't think we'll be able to handle more speed than this. I mean, even if we do the 3 speed module 2s for plus 90%, then minus 10% for plus 6% productivity, that would technically be a little bit more. Probably. 80% faster, plus 6%. Maybe another plus 6%. Productivity is an interesting thought. Would we go slower for more productivity? It still might actually kind of be necessary, depending on how everything works at the same time here. And we're also assuming that we're not constantly launching rockets, because that also uses piles and piles of resources here too. Currently everything is just kind of quiet. So I think while we let this do what it's doing here, we need to go back to space and figure out how to fix this problem. We've got all these rocks, and they are not being processed. We just got some new stuff here. Rocket thruster. Accepts fluid. Those ones. And that is a whole bunch of stuff here. Look in here some more. We also have active provider chests, buffer chests, and requester chests. Those would be good to get set up here. Ice melting for water in a chemical plant. Okay. Ice enrichment, nuclear fuel, we can also do that. Thrusters. 6 times of 10. Construction surfaces buildable on the space platforms. Rocket capacity is 5 thrusters. Here is thruster oxidizer, water and iron, and thruster fuel, water and carbon. Next, thruster fuel, thruster oxidizer. And those be stored in tanks of some sort. We have the thruster stuff here. Search the thruster. That gives us planets and everything that they have. So, yeah, we're definitely going to need to store thruster stuff. That uses all those pieces, so we can maybe make use of that. Could be the answer. Storage tanks. Capacity 50. It's not a permanent solution, but at least get something going here. Let's set everything up in an attempt to have thrust available. Let's take steel, processing units, and electric engine units. So, not even any structures. Just steel, processing, and electric engines. Here is the steel, processing, and electric engines. So, these can just go up this way a bit. Don't know how many thrusters we're really going to need, per se. Make it work, though. Another thing done. We'll do long-handeds out here. Power everything up. Power everything up. Belt, where the long hands are going to reach to. And then put the rocket thrusters in a box. Passive provider. And they always stack to 10. Let's have a stack here, basically. How long does this take to make? Correction time 10 seconds. Could be worse. Uses a good chunk of all these things. I'll be alright. We send some rocket thrusters up to the space. Also need to send these tanks. A pile of tanks. Do we have any tanks on us? Not really. Quality module 2. There you go. Quality is a whole situation. I don't know if we really need to send 50 storage tanks into space. That'd be a bit much. Maybe that's just making tanks. Be easy enough. Steel and iron. Just do that like anywhere, really. Even like right here. Oh, we're making giant messes all over the place, all the time. It's perfect. This copper is going this way. Iron. Steel. Box. 4. Some tanks. Not going to be the quickest here. It's going to get some. Let's make our own tanks here too. And then it's going to retrieve more things for us with the robots. As long as we don't stray too much further out here. This area here is, I don't think, no, it's already here is. Most of the main base here is under the robot network here. No, not this strip of this right here. Wild. Iron is on the way. Don't have a huge amount of that. Let's have way too much copper on us for some reason. Don't need all that. Okay. More irons here. Guess with only asking for 100 iron, we can only make like 5 storage tanks. How's this guy doing? Another 10? Stack up to 50. Rocket capacity 50. Probably should just send 50. Probably the best way of doing things here. Also just give this guy some iron too. It's getting there. Let's make them fast enough. It's not really a huge deal. Also set robots to do some stuff here too. Also we need to send just more space platform. If we want to expand things for the whole thrusters and this whole system. Deliver that cargo. A good chunk of space platform foundations in here still. Send those two. Come some iron for us. I should have plenty of low density structures available. Those will be able to send up some more rockets here. Next one, deliver more structures. Got plenty of space platform foundations here. Those are ready to go. 4, 49, and 50 tanks sent up there. Looks like the thrusters are already doing good here too. I don't know how many thrusters we're gonna need. Enough space platforms to travel to other planets to build on the south edge of the space platform. Rocket capacity of 5. Generates a bunch of thrust. Send 5 of those up to space. And out the space platform. Give it tanks. Deliver that. And it's speedily speeding along here. We could change all the things here to 1, even faster speed modules, or just productivity to make more things out of it. But only using like 50 processing units, 50 low density structures, 50 rocket fuel. It's not terrible. Send these up. Thrusters. We also need chemical plants for the melting portion. Is that something? Made in chemical plants. In 0 gravity. Alright. Deliver the rocket engines up there. Do we have anything making chemical plants? I don't think we do. Something to set up somewhere. Chemical plants. Quest. A couple of them. No chemical plants exist. Alright. Let's set up chemical plant production. Steel, gears, pipes, and electronic circuits. Alright. Here is the situation here. Yeah. It is taxed to extremes by the amount of resources we are trying to use here. It's taking everything it can, and it's a problem. Well, as long as everyone's having a good time. That's it. Chemical plants. Steel, gears, circuits, and pipes. Got a lot of the things here. Here is steel, gears, circuits, pipes, making the pump jacks. Let's do a little bit more of that here. Make it work. Here's steel and gears. So we need these circuits and pipes to come down this way. Maybe just have it continue this way from here. There you go. Let's steel, gears, circuits, and pipes. To exactly where we want them to be. Limit this. You make chemical plants. Go for it. Odds. Oh, that is everything. Does it grab enough stuff quickly enough? Yes, it does. How many chemical plants can we... Oh, it's being brought to us by the robots. Thanks. Appreciate it. Rocket capacity, 10. Okay. So let's put 10 up there. The robots are just going to bring this over. Again, we're going to need more space for all these things. This is used up so much of the iron. So we will send another set of this. Deliver the cargo. It's got another set of space flaps over here, that's fine. We got all of our chemical plants yet? On the way. They're doing their best. Let's keep on sending more rockets here. With all the speed of everything going here, we can make good progress on the next rocket by the time the next one's ready to launch. Deliver more. Oh, that was only 10. Well. What do we have in here? Perfect 100. Good enough. What's a few extra wasted rockets? That. Oh. One robot still coming with that? Possibly not. I'll make a singular one myself, I guess. Alright, let's get the chemical plants up to space. Is that the chemical plant coming here? He gave up. Deliver the chemical plants. Huh. I'll take care of that. It's not the question of what we're doing with the rocks up there. The whole making fuel is going to clearly help, but it doesn't really solve the problem. I don't think we can put any boxes up there, and if we can, the chunks don't stack very well. All these boxes need gravity. Equal or greater than 0.1 meters per second squared. Okay. That's at least something. Back to the space platform. We see all of our new stuff. Wow. Chemical plants. And electric furnaces. And thrusters. And storage tanks. We're not making any more space science because it's all gone. We got a little bit of ice, a little bit of carbon. I think the problem looks like it's going to be ice. It's going to be the kind of limiting factor here. Needs to make it past here before we can do other things with it. We can't really do holes in the platform, which is another thing to be concerned about. Alright. So we have new things we can do here. Sending down tanks and thrusters and chemical plants. We need the pieces here to get used up. Since we have ice, this could be used up. We need carbon, which I have a pile of in here. Extra chunks here. I'm going to try to get these extra chunks out, preferably. Let's get a fast inserter here. Filter it to only move the spacey chunks. Get those out of storage here. Or at least try. Okay. So, I still think this platform here is only going to be... I guess if this platform here is only the space science making platform, we don't actually need this one to be making the moving around stuff. We still need to do something to mess this up. What else could we do? Currently, it's trying to put more rocks back on here, but it can't because the belt is full. We could extend the belt size indefinitely off to a direction. Being able to just get rid of things would be helpful. But they do not stack. Stack size of 1. Rock capacity 10. 10 stacks. Drop down in stacks. I don't want to try to hold all the chunks though. So I'm not sure about that. We also have a little bit more space platform to work with here. Not a huge amount. What do we want to try to do here? We need some kind of system that separates the chunks to bring them to the correct location here. Let's see if we could do something with that. Because then it would bring the chunks to the right spot, but it would still get potentially stuck by having too many chunks of a specific kind. And we still needed to have the other chunks be taken back out of the current system. It's gonna need a little bit more space in general here. We should tear out the southern side here. Add in more space platform. How much space platform did I use up? Most of it. That's okay. Next up, we need to move this further here. Maybe just... Does that put stuff in or does that just delete it? Get some chunks in here again. Delete that. And I think that deletes chunks. I mean, there's an infinite supply of chunks, so maybe just deleting everything is the easiest way to fix the problems. I don't know if it's a reasonable way to fix the problems, though. So we'll try a different method first. If we take this way here, all the chunks get off of there. And change these to only be in their own areas. This can do something for us. We'll take fast inserters. Then select what they're supposed to be grabbing. Do we not have enough fast inserters? Fast inserters. Oh. More fast inserters for space. You ready? It's warming up. It's delivering it because it automatically has been requesting more fast inserters. Brilliant. Send that up. Back to platform. It's going to accept the fast inserters here. We have the request use filter only grabbing metally chunks. Then you use filter only accepting carbon chunks. And then you actually only want the oxide chunks. It's going to put the correct rocks into the correct places. That'll at least help a little bit. Will this still get stuck? Potentially. I also still have a couple chunks in here. Alright. Let us place... like that. Place some chunks. Then all the chunks. That's all the chunks. Rotates around. It should always supply... Well, it will supply everything here until it doesn't. In theory. Currently, yeah, good supply of everything. Enough to keep all these guys going. I suppose the next question is, can we add speed modules to this? It's currently using up quite a bit of iron. We can also just add speed modules to that, though, so. As it currently stands, these guys are using 2 iron plates every 15 seconds. But it's actually 10 iron plates every 15 seconds. These guys are making that much. 0.62 every 0.62 seconds. 1 per second. Not. It's kind of catching back up. Send up a pile of speed modules. These guys take modules? They do. Is that necessary? Potentially not. But we could... Looks like they aren't keeping up. Let me just send some speed modules up here. Let's send some regular power speed modules. Why not? Deliver it. And if we want to have a traveling platform, we're going to need to actually get other things here. Question is if everything is going to get stopped again. Currently, it's almost stopping. It keeps on taking a few more things, so we keep on using more stuff. These speed modules are coming. There it is. Speed modules. Speed modules work in space. Do stuff faster in space. It's a thought. It would just be faster. More power usage, not a problem. Except it is. Let's get the solar panels back up here. We also don't have anybody grabbing stuff on the bottom here right now. So that's kind of fine. How's that for power concerns? Looking great. Okay. Everybody is going quick. Having a good time. Alright. Will this still bottleneck? Potentially. If it gets to the point where the belt empties, or the belt is completely filled up, which it almost kind of already is, it's still all moving. It seems like grabbing like one more bit of space. It's kind of doing anything. It's not grabbing anything out here. It's got no chunks. I'll grab a chunk. Here comes a chunk. I guess this one just has the best opportunity to grab the chunks and put them all in. Grab the chunks, put them in. Everything stops for a little bit. Other ones seem to all be stopped currently. It's got enough to continue to grab more pieces here. Keeps on using pieces up. Uses 1 ice, 2 iron plates, and a carbon. That's something. Crushing stuff. In space. Carbon, not research, recipe. Coal and sulfuric acid. Interesting. Don't have that. This would be a thing in one of the other planets here, clearly. Oh, currently, at least, we are getting more space science. Drop down to the planet again. Let's have a bunch of carbon up here. Really need that. Yeah. Space science is going again, which is good. How's things going here? Less good. Yeah. We are asking too much with these speed modules and everything. I think we're just gonna take them out. We can try some kind of combination of a little speed and a little productivity. But our current setup is insufficient for handling this much speed. Which does mean we have wildly too many wildly too many research bubbles going. That's okay. Also gonna cut down on the energy consumption a little bit. Which honestly we were still fine with. Also have other things we need to deal with that, though. I don't know if we would want to bring the space science research guy to other planets. Maybe we would. If we need to do research there. Depends how things work on that regard. Just gonna take all these out. Back to regularly scheduled amount of doing things here. We're already struggling in some ways, so trying to go 80% faster on just regular belts was kind of foolish, to say the least. Let's solve our problems here. Or unmake the current problems. It's trying to take every bit of resources, but then we kind of end up using too many. And then things get weird amounts of backup because we've made not enough of previous things somewhere else. This is for the best. Slow and steady, but actually fully functional. We have a faster way to grab everything out of here. It's fine. We'll see. We have all these speed modules we could do something else with. In space, it's fine, because we already have enough resources coming in that actually works. Here, though, it's a problem. Alright. Everything calm down. We'd even change the amount of labs going, or to actually just be able to manage. So I think there's something we could try with a combination of speed and efficiency, or productivity, what have you. Total amount we're going through is definitely less now. Flickering back and forth. It's doing its best. Some of them are just being moved between for some reason. You think it could just completely successfully fill? I guess we're currently low on the military science packs. Because these guys were never set up with the super speed going. These guys are already still just going at regular speed previously. So they're doing their best. We still want to make everything express belts. And at least solve some of the problems here. While also creating new problems. At least it would make everything going as quickly as it could. Let's see if we could set that to do something here. We need an upgrade planner. We already had a lower level one in a box here somewhere. Make sure that nothing is still using low level bits. Upgrade planner in here somewhere. I think we had one. I'm not sure. It's in the blueprint book. It's in the blueprint book. Okay. Also might want to see if we can have the full upgrade planner. Upgrade planner here. Click to open. Also, just change any regular inserter into fast inserters. Like a reasonable idea. Upgrade planner. Okay. It's going to cover the area that we can reach here at least. I don't think we have any problems here. There's one bit, two regular bits there. Let's go on do this on the map. Just the whole world. 12 regular inserters to be switched. You doing it? Switching them out. There they go. There were some regular inserters at the very first steam engines here. Okay, cool. Alright. So is the entire base covered by the construction network? Looks like most of it is. A little bit in the middle of the solar panels isn't. A bit of the further out here isn't. Could at least be a start here. Everything's going pretty well again. This is just chugging through the gears, making all these express belts. Currently have 4,800 plus another 3,000. It's pretty good. It's handling it about as well as expected. Let's give it a start. Create a new upgrade planner. Right click to open. From fast transport belt to express belt. From fast underground to express underground. From fast splitter to express splitter. Turbo splitter. Turbo splitter is existing. Turbo transport belt. Now you have my attention. Turbo. Requires different science from different places. Well, how neat is that? Metallurgic science pack. Turbo belts. Oh boy. Okay. We will start at the start here. I also want to make all this faster too. If we do that, it's going to need to actually go through the entire section here though. Because currently all this is not express. Not that it would really matter. I mean, it's kind of slowing down. So being able to send express belt through there would be fine. We don't have coverage over here is the problem though. Let's just say the first section. And that is in itself going to be 5,000 pieces. Yep. Might as well. There you go. All the robots. Get to it. And everything's being replaced. How many robots are on the task here? Many. Many are. Does everything need to be express? No. Are we making it express? Yeah. Well, they're also just storing all the fast belt in here. And on us. The boxes here already full. Yes. Now change our requests here. I think we're just kind of gonna not worry about using fast belts anymore. So, on. Express those. Change the amount we want for all these. Of course, it's gonna be slightly challenging with all the robots currently doing other things here. Okay. That's why we need all these current speed modules on us. Let's put those in here. Alright. The robots are doing their best. They're making their way through. It's also going to be a bottleneck at the charging stations here, potentially. Nice to see all the robots doing their jobs, though. Power's doing just fine. Just about. 170. How is everything going on over here? This is getting full of things. Yeah, everything here. Okay. Got some slight problems over here we need to go deal with. Storage has caught up with all the regular fuel. Regular uranium bits. I guess that's why we really need to get the enrichment going here. Yeah, we've got all these boxes are full, so it's getting too far this way. It's gonna start completely filling up. Okay. Situation has arisen here. Why do we want to fix that? We can change some stuff to make this work. Like from here, I guess we're still using fast transport belts here. Let's go underneath this. A little bit further. And that'll loop back over to here. We don't need any of this. Nope, this is also going this way. This can go that way. Are both these on the other side? Not really. Switch here. Regular belts. Regular. Just there. More. Just empty boxes. Ready to do their best. Probably, which is 16. We just make regular steel chests for this, I guess. There you go. So that'll store a little bit more of all this mess. Pick up. Here. Put in the correct chests. Oh, the stuff has been following us. That's good. Let's take some of these. That should all work. You my personal robots, I suppose. You're all off doing your own thing. That's great. So that will keep this all going correctly here for a little bit longer. In terms of power, it's still fine. We also have some of these are running out. Oh boy, more bits here. Plenty of acid still. The robot asking for helps is going down. It's good. Okay. So I've expressified some of this. How's things go? There's not very many of these getting made. There's not very many... No. There's only enough of these, because there's not enough iron. There's not enough iron, because we're probably just still making all the gears, is the problem. It's getting going. It's flowing. This iron is getting through here. It's slowed down somewhat here by being taken off to make these gears. It kind of catches up again because it's only a fast belt once it gets to here. Still a full fast belt, though. It gets to here. It gets to here. Then it is further and further. Taking off here and going up into here as much as it can, which is not enough, clearly. And that is limiting other factors again. It's all the gears that we're taking. It's all the gears we're taking is a problem. Perhaps it is modules over here could help. Not speed, because we don't have enough ore coming in. Again, a combination, just a combination everywhere of speed and productivity. I think perhaps accomplish some of our goals here. Taking all these. Get some edge bits here. Trying to be completed. Just on the edges of where we were getting to. Just outside of the construction network, essentially. We got those. What else we got? 10 more pieces. There's some. There's these. Oh, I thought those would be inside. Maybe we're just out of express pieces up here again. Yeah, they're doing their best, but they require additional gears. Splitter box is doing fine. It's the undergrounds that, again, really take just an eternity of gears. That's a work in progress. We're back down to only 2,500 of those. It's something. Iron doing okay again? It's going. And this iron's coming down from here, at least a little bit. Not really all the iron. We're sending both irons back this way. What's all this doing? This is basically stopped by the time it gets to here. Let's send more of that iron up to where it is needed, which is over here. So we look on the map here. Yeah, both irons going this way completely. And send some of that back up this way. Connect it back in where it's needed. Let's go up in this direction. Also, we've completed everything again. Do you want to discover the planets? That could be good. Why not? Fulgora, a dry wind planet with lightning storms on plateaus and oceans of oil, and be bridged by elevated rails. There appear to be some ruins. Gleba, humid swampy planet with nutrient-rich bogs. Wetland can support agriculture, but it's difficult to build on. Be land-filled, but stone is scarce. Sinking hills have stone and are better to build on, but can't support agriculture. Cue the research. Vulcanus, a hot volcanic planet with mountainous volcanoes, rivers of lava, plains of ash, sulfuric acid geysers. Rich in metals, lava can only be crossed by elevated rail. planets. Okay. Yeah, here is where we need to get more of the iron in. So we're going to send up a belt worth to there. Somewhat. Is all just still regular speed? Fast rails? Yeah. It's going to send less this way. It's also going to send more this way, though. So. Pros and cons, I guess. Oh, that's not going to work. Sure tried, though. Sure tried. Okay. And this needs to go over to there. Iron is coming. At least some of it. So let's go over here by this copper. Alright. And then we will bop, bop. Bop. More iron. Go into places. At least some of it. Some of it. A little bit more. To potentially help. It's still not going at completely full speed here, so we could probably send even more. It's only a half fast belt. A little more might be just what we need here. As it is catching back up. Because it doesn't actually go to where it needs to go here. For some reason. Right. And that plugs into here. That fills up here. Mostly. And that should get more iron further in here now. Maybe. So it's definitely taken quite a few to make all these circuits. Couple chunks of iron to get into the next section. That's what progress looks like, kinda. Again, some kind of combination of speed and productivity. We could make everything at least slightly stronger. We don't want to use more resources, so we definitely want at least a bit of productivity for the speed. The speed just makes it speedier, and that's fine. We don't really need the more speed. Do 1 speed to counteract 3 productivity. Then would be the same speed, but 18% more things created. And it would only cost 2.4 times more power. That's a questionable decision. We could just... I mean, the amount of resources coming in is part of the problem, currently. How's the iron doing? It's making some progress. A few more are being made. Which means a few more are getting to here to make a few more of these, which are getting a little bit further. Those are being used by other things here, too. Okay. Yeah, if we want to get huge heaping piles of productivity and speed module 2s, that is a lot of all the circuits, including the processing units, which we are not making many extra currently of. Could be an investment, perhaps. Anyways, things are definitely moving here, kinda. Limiting factors and all that. We could just decrease the amount of labs going. This we can support about this many. If we do the whole speed and productivity for 18% more, we could do a little bit more. In theory. Also, the space science is running out. That's part of the problem. Back to space. How's things going in space? Things going in space is there is no ice. Why is there no ice? Because the thing is full of more ice, so we can't take another to get more ice. It's got too many chunks. I can't put the chunks back on here to... Okay, that's where this is being a problem. Can we fix this? It's taking the chunks. You just put your chunks back in yourself? That's so much to ask. Okay. How are we solving this? We got chunks. They need to be put here before they can take and make the next thing. So ice is not being made anymore. How far did that get? Pretty far. Send that to research some things while we figure this out. We can't just put the chunks back on this line, because that just gets filled up itself again. Okay. Again, that is not perfect. If we had it putting the chunks into the other crusher, would that work at all? Possibly not. Because then we would just sometimes take the chunk from the other side and the belt and everything, it wouldn't actually work. This is almost an idea. If we just pick up pieces here. And then express belt. That'll continue working for a little bit. It's a non-permanent solution. Is it 20% of the time it gets another chunk? So it's gonna work for like 5 lengths of the bar before it's got too many chunks again. Also, it's not picking up any more icy chunks here. There's one. There's just no ice chunks left in the entire world. Seems to be the case here. Alright. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, there's no more icy chunks to make more ice. Because we're not getting as many icy chunks by any means. Average is significantly less ice chunks compared to the other ones. Definitely got a whole ratio going on here. It's a problem. Okay. I mean, it's not a solution, but operation. Okay, can we? If we deconstruct things that put the chunks in, we got 4 more chunks here. Where'd you guys come from? If we deconstruction planner this. Okay. This will work. Deconstruction planner here, 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 here. And then put it back. Permanent solutions. They're gonna work forever. No chunks. Everything's solved. We have some ice in here we could use. Put that in the system here. Yeah, now we got all the chunks again, and it'll keep going for a little bit. We have not solved most of our problems here. These guys mostly going? How much is the science going? 100? Seems about right. How's iron doing? Better? How's production of things doing? Better. Iron is still just not getting up here enough. I made all these. Assume we had enough to make more of those, but guess not. Express belt. Now we're talking. That will make things go more quickly. You get the iron. Where it needs to be. Maybe. Or at least more quickly. And then I think we need a express splitter. Oh, that's throwing in the iron. Look at that go. And this is why we want to replace everything with express stuff. This makes it go a little quicker. Or a lot quicker, as the case may be. Whether it can still get to everyone here is the question. Whether enough iron can be thrown in here. It's definitely taking all it can here. Alright. Unless the problem is solved once and for all. Once and for all. Next time. Goodbye.